Okay. So, uh, uh, you guys can't currently see anything, and that is on purpose. Okay. There we go. There's Visual Studio. Alright, so let's open a folder. Python, Piglet. We're gonna use Piglet because, why not? So let's just start with the Python file. And then let me explain what I'm going to be doing. So the theme is delivery. And I immediately thought of delivering things. I know, I'm so creative, right? So you're on this windy road, right? And you're terrible at driving. Make some houses. Right? And so you're this truck that's like terrible at driving. So you're terrible at driving, and I can see Deader's messaging me on Discord, making my phone blow up. Right? So I'm a better programmer than I am an artist. But you can imagine, like, a delivery truck, which I'm currently failing to draw, right? And it's going around, but, like, you're a terrible driver. So as you go and you, like, swerve across this turn, a bunch of your packages fly out everywhere. And you have to try and get it so that when your packages... Oop, wow, I'm not good at this. When your packages fly out of the truck, they get it to the right house. Or you have to swerve so that... or turn so that they don't get out of the house. Or don't get out of the truck. And you can drop them off at the right house. So I'll have like a button, like I guess like WASD to drive, and E to like throw a package out to the side, right? And it'll like automatically choose which side to throw it to, right? And so if you're good at driving, then you can keep the packages in the car and throw them and get them to the houses. Or I guess Q to throw it to one side and E to throw it to the other. That'll make it more interesting. But if you're a bad driver, then you have to be a good bad driver and swerve to throw the package out of the truck at the right house. So you missed house 2 and you didn't get package 2. And that's that. So you don't get those points. Over time you go faster too, so it gets harder and harder. So I guess you'll get the number on the box, like the house that it's addressed to, you'll get that amount of points because you're going faster when the house number is higher. So that you get more points the further you go. And then I guess there'll be like a certain amount of packages that you start with when you've either dropped them all or delivered them all to the right place. That's like the game end state. And however many points you have, well, that's however many points you have. I don't know why I said that. Um, anyways, I already actually made driving physics because I was trying to make an AI racing game, but then I got distracted and just played the racing game. So I already know how to do driving physics in Piglet. Um, I might have to cheat and look at the old code though. Is that cheating if I didn't write it for the purpose of using it in the jam, but it ended up being useful? I don't know. I'm gonna have to check the rules. Um, oh wow, the stream quality is terrible. Anyways, yes, this is my game idea. I can call it something like Dingus Delivery Service. No, dingus isn't the right word. I want to do swervy, but that seems weird because it's like a little on the nose. I guess I can get rid of the hold on a second because I'm not. What's a word for like a bad driver that starts with a D preferably so that it can be an not an anagram? Is that what that's called, where it's like each word is starting with the same letter? Um, just gonna look at thesaurus. That's how I name things, is I like figure out the acronym for it, and then I go on the thesaurus so I can find words that I need the words to be, but they start with the letters so they make the acronym. There's a website, Thesaurus Plus, where you can look up a word or phrase. And or I guess just a word, and oh, an anagram's okay. So not an anagram. What I can't even think of a single word that means bad driver. I'm just kidding. Oh, my phone fell. Oop. Oh, that's typed in windy, but it's windy. Full list of synonyms. Bunch of ads for electronic parts. I know. Okay. Deviant delivery service. Detouring delivery service. Diverting. Divergent. Disordered drift. Drifty delivery service. That's it. I don't know what those words mean, deaders. I don't. It looks like French, but I don't speak French. It's probably an English word that used to be a French word. You know, like Wow, my brain is really smooth. Alright. Oh, chauffeur! Why couldn't I read that? I don't know why I couldn't read that. Yeah, I know. I know the word chauffeur. I just had a smooth brain moment and couldn't read it. Alright. I guess I'll just put a comment. That's the wrong slash. That's the wrong keyword. Drifty delivery service. So now I won't forget. Oh, I, I don't know why I don't know why I'm doing this. I do want to have some sort of local high score save, but if I'm gonna do a web port, then that's not really a thing. And I don't really think creating a file on the user's computer is a good thing to do in a game jam. But you know, why not? That's a bad idea. I'm not gonna do that. I gotta remember how to do this. That didn't work. Did I actually forget how to? This is like the first thing that they tell you how to do. Caption. Oh, there we go. The reason I'm like naming the window is so that I can get, yeah, so that I can get Streamlabs to automatically pick it up. Oh, I never changed that back to, um, never changed it back to VS Code. I gotta add hotkeys and multiple screen captures. So that's this one. If I hide it, and then another screen capture, add a new source. So here we go. And so this is currently the like what Drifty Delivery Service looks like. But if I close it, then Streamlabs will no longer pick it up and it'll go back to VS Code. Alright, so that's the... Alright. I'm not going to really explain what I'm doing. Definitely not stealing the car class from my previous adventures. Alright, so I do gotta change this a bit. Alright, math. Math's an important one. Actually, I don't need a best time variable because this isn't time based. Yeah, I don't need the lap things. I don't need any of this. And there is only one control scheme, WASD. I don't need that. And I don't need the collision stuff. And I don't need the label stuff. This is a really bad way to do this, but it's really the only way I got. Also, I need to do from window import key mouse. That's for key and mouse input. Key.w false. Down here, some funky syntactical nonsense. Oh, I need to put another one. So this is pretty easy actually to update the keys stuff, as I can just do 4k in keys if symbol equals k keys k. True. Right, and for the release one, it's just false. Right, and then I don't need really this or this or this. And I should. Oh wait, no, I can't because I don't have a car.png. Well, time to add a new thingy. Aseprite or Asprite. It's I don't think it's spelled correctly. It's ASEPRITE, but that's Aseprite. But I think it's supposed to be Asprite. It's just it doesn't brain. So, anyways, I gotta set up the Streamlabs thingy. Add a source, new one. I should probably be naming these. New. Let's just go with 64 square pixels. Why not? So I found this really cheesy way to draw vehicles where it's like top down. Is you start like with the roof of the vehicle, which will pretty much just be this, right? And then depending on how far away that surface of the vehicle is from the like the viewer is its brightness. So like here for like the A beams, I could do like like EF, 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 right? And then like do like that, and then DF, 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 do like that. Oh, and then CF, 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 and then BF, 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 and this is nearly indistinguishable from the background, but it looks further away, right? And then so then with these, I can do like that, because this one angles steeper in the back, and so it gets darker quicker. I don't know, I thought it was pretty innovative. Not innovative, but not stupid. And then this way, with it, when it's grayscale, we can adjust its color, right? But I don't think we'll need to because most delivery vans are white. Actually, I'm gonna make it a little lighter. Here's another trick. Setting the alpha really low, and then doing that lightens it, right? Because it's adding a little bit of lighter at each time. And then, oop, can erase, oop, all that, and that. It's nice. And so we can draw a blue or a windshield colored rectangle, and then we can draw this over it so that when we tint this, the windshield color stays the same. And save this desktop into here, car.png. So now car.png exists. We should be able to run it without errors. We can, but it doesn't look like anything because I forgot to add a car. So truck equals car. A truck is a car. Who knew? Let's just make it white for now. Scale is 3. Acceleration, nope. 60 is way too high. 10 maybe. Turn rate should be like 65. Top speed 200. Windscreen color bright cyan. And we don't actually need this anymore. So now if I run it, still nothing. Oh, because I did a stupid. First of all, I want to initialize this up here. Second, we need a draw function. So at window.event, define on draw. And then we can do window.clear main batch.draw. And so what we're doing actually here is we're adding these to the main batch, and then we can draw the whole main batch at the same time, so it's more efficient. But we also need another function, def update, with a parameter delta time. We can do car, or I guess truck dot update delta time. And what we can do to update this is we can do piglet clock schedule interval, and we can pass in the update function, and the interval can be 1 over 120. So that means it'll be running at 120 frames per second. Let's lower that to 60, just in case other people don't have a 3070. I need to change these. I also need to change these. This can just be keys. Still nothing. List index out of range. No, that time it worked. Or at least it should have worked. Okay, that might be a problem. I was going off of incorrect measurements. I also do think you guys can't see that, right? No, I never hit A sprite. Wow. I do need to rotate this. Rotate canvas 90 degrees clockwise and save. Right, so this needs to be 64 pixels, 32. And again, 64, 32. Still nothing. Why is that? Okay. I don't remember what any of this crap does. Do I even need the cross value anymore? I think I was using it for some other calculation. Right, that was when I was using 4 points to represent the corners of the car. Am I doing a stupid? I am doing a stupid. I forgot the naming convention. There we go. Oop, that's bad. he went backwards. Just gonna flip this around. And now he should go forwards. Nope, he still goes backwards. But this time it's facing the right direction. So I'm gonna give this a 180. There we go. Look at him go. I think the turn rate's too high. 65, let's change it to 35. So the turning gets more sensitive with speed, and also when it turns, it slows down slightly, and so that it does like a car. A car does. Do do do. So yeah, we got our delivery truck. And you can see that it's white with the windscreen color. But then, if I encode down here, change this to be red, and I get it to lock back onto the game, it's a red car, but the windshield color is the same. See? I did a smart. Anyways, I'm gonna change the spread a little bit. I'm just gonna move the rear windscreen a little bit forwards. And I don't know why I said and. I didn't have anything else to say. Alright. Oh, and I'm gonna get Streamlabs to automatically lock onto the game window so that I don't have to manually go in here and automatic. Hello? I'm gonna add a different one. Add source, window capture. So I can't use window capture because it literally just won't show up. If I do game capture mode specific window, here we go. That did it. Center this. Transform dot center. There we go. So now I can drive around, right? And it shows up on the stream. If I close it, it goes away. But then if I run it again, It doesn't work. Why is that? Window title must match. Alright. Now if I run it again, it's going to change it to foreground window with hotkey. Now I have to add a hotkey. Hotkeys. Capture foreground window. Let's just go with back quote because I'm not really going to use that, right? So if I run it and I hit back quote, it worked. Let's go, right? And if I close it and then I run it again and I hit back quote, yeah. When I can add another line, window.activate, to try and yoink the attention. Window.activate. And then I hit it. No, I do have to actually click the window. That's alright though. Now I don't have to reset the entire thing every time. Alright, and window.activate didn't do anything, so I'm just going to take it off. Now we have a car. I guess let's go to Aseprite. Let's just make a new one. Except this one's going to be the way I did this. How did I do this? Oh, how did I do this? How do I do this? Okay, I know how I do this now. So I do 540. No, wait, no, this one needs to be 540. This one's going to be 960. And that's way too big to do anything useful, so we can do sprite size. We can make it like 20%, 10%, 20%. Right, and so now it's got this nice small boy, and we can like lay out the thing here. So I'm gonna actually have like double it, so that would be like 192 there, right? And so actually not yet. So I can have like I can have like a bunch of different ones. And each one is stored somewhere with two numbers, and those numbers are like it has like a grid of like 5 positions. Good night, debtors. So it's got like 5 positions along this grid that it can have, and then 5 along this grid. And so it classifies each of them. And then for whatever it was current, for whatever the current background image is, whatever value that is, it'll look for the group that has that as the starting one, right? And then it'll tag that one on. And so it'll have like a bunch of them, and they can like tag on together randomly. And so I think that's a good idea. But I actually have to draw it good, but I don't want to have to actually draw it good. So I can get Blender to draw it good for me. Which brings us on to like the next program we're doing, which means that I have to add another screen capture. New source instead. Blendy. So this is pretty basic. You add a plane and give it a size 5.4, and then you scale it on this axis by 2, or wait, not by 2. One, and then you say x-axis is 9.6, y-axis is 5.4, and then you say edit mode face, and you delete only the face. When you go into object mode, you can see it's just like the outline of the size of the screen, or I guess the aspect ratio of the screen. You can add a new curve path. I actually probably could just generate these procedurally, but Blender Python is too much, so I'm just gonna do it manually. Right? It's a terrible idea, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So, did not mean to do that. So what we can do is we can drag it. So I guess like if the houses are gonna be on like either side, then there are 4 positions, right? 5 positions. Wow, this is a bad idea. Just the whole thing, not the specific part, right? And then there are 3. Let's go with 2. So like this one, or no, let's go with 3 inner segments. So this is gonna work like a neural network with hidden layers. So like each dingus, each so we could probably just like each one of these can be either here, 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 right? And then for this one, it's the same bounds. And for this one, it does too. Or wait, no, this one should be able to go all the way. So that it can, no. Okay. So I got it. So it should have 5. So that we can make it nice. So we can have this one on this spot. And this one is here, right? So that when at least it starts and ends, it's going sort of in the right direction. So it's not like 90-degree turns when you jump between segments, right? And then this one can be in these bunch of states, right? From here, 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 and here, right? And so that'll let us do a thing. So we can do Shift D and then edit mode this boy and change the first value, right? And then object mode, Shift D, edit mode, and then the next one. Right? Got nothing to lose but sleep and brain cells. So we're doing it manually. Right? And so that's all the ones that have the first position for these two. So it's just a straight one going through and then all the curved ones, right? And then we can go to the next variable. So we can do Shift D and then edit mode and then that and then object mode and then Shift D and then edit mode and then that. So that's all of those. And then that's all of those. And now we get to the fun part. Then we take this first boy and we duplicate him. And then we go and we move this one forward one. And then we move this one forward one. We have to do this for all of them. Oh, goddammit. What is that? Oh, no, there's got like 2,000 of these. So what is that? Oh, no, so it's 5 positions for each, and then 3. So it's 5 factorial, which is 5, so it's 20, 60, 100, 120 times 3. 360 is not that bad. You just do 1 for each angle around a circle. Oh, that would be a fun way to randomize it. And then we gotta put this one all the way back. Move this dingus forward 1. And then we gotta do that whole thing with the middle one again. And move it to the middle. I'm gonna go Tab, Shift D, Tab, and then we gotta drag that one there. Tab, Shift D, Tab, and then there. Tab, Shift D, Tab, and then there. Tab, Shift D, Tab, and then we gotta drag it all the way back to the start so that we can move this dingus to the next one. Tab, Shift D, Tab, and then we do it again. Tab, Shift D, Tab, Tab, Shift D, Tab, Tab, Shift D, Tab. I know there's a better way to do this, but I'm too lazy to find out what it is, but just not lazy enough to do it myself. And then we're on that last one, so we bring it back to the start, and we move this one over. Tab, Shift D, Tab, Tab, Shift D, Tab, Tab, Shift D, Tab, Tab, Shift D, Tab. I hope someone finds this and then comments like it could have taken you 3 minutes and like 2 lines of code to do this, and I just didn't do it. Anyways, we got to the end. So move this one. Shift D, tab, tab, Shift D, tab, tab, Shift D, tab, tab, Shift D, tab, tab, Shift D, and now, whoop, now we get to move both these back to the beginning. And get to move this one. Oh god. Tab, Shift D, tab, tab, Shift D, tab. Man, the repetitions might put me to sleep, which is a bad thing. If I don't take my night medication, then I don't really get tired. So this actually might work out. And then we move this one back to the start. And we move this one. For anyone who's just joined in, I am manually creating all of the different permutations for a curvy path along these points because I hate myself. And then move this one back. And we go to the next one. Tab, Shift D, tab. And now we have finally the perfectly straight one in the middle. And we're keeping on going. And move that one back. We go to the. Why is this fun? Why am I having fun doing this terribly monotonous, boring task? I guess it's not boring, but it is terribly monotonous. And that's a big word. My sanity is diminishing. Another big word. The only. Did Blender just crashed and I lost all of that? Wow, I'm really good at this. I'm really, really good at this. I'm a professional, guys. I've never been paid to do it, which is literally the definition of a professional, but I'm still definitely professional. Recover last session. It can't read the file. File. Recover last session. File. Autosave. Please let this be. Oh! I need to save this. Anyways, where were we? Yep, we brought this one back to the start. We did that. Mode, Shift Tab, or Shift D. This is why we always save. Move this one back. Move this one over. If I go into wireframe mode, it'll like it better. Oh, and turn off that mode. Save. Before we move this one back. And we move this one over. This is what my brain's gonna look like. My neural network. We roll over one more time, and we move this one over. It's kind of like counting in this weird, convoluted, and torturous number system. But we're almost to 100. Or 360. Is this what it feels like to count in base 35360? Right, you know how clocks are like 610? Or because they're not, it's not, whatever. If Blender crashes again, then at least we have saves. And we move this one over. So what is that? 5, and then we move that one over, and then 5, and then we roll it over and move that one over. And okay, so that's a lot more. Gotta remember to keep saving. If I don't save, then I'm gonna die. Save. Yeah! It looks very neat. That's funny, because neat is a kind of um, neuroevolution with augmented topologies, because that's what it stands for. This kind of neural network, and it basically means as it evolves, its brain can change like people, or people's brains. Except for some people. Some people are just dumb. There's probably one dumb person watching this video. You probably don't know who you are. Or which one. Like, it crashed. But we have saves. Saves more like saviors. Yes. Can move this. Oop. Why do I keep... I should save. Go. Looks kind of like a bell curve. But I know it's not. Is it? No, can't be. That's it. That's the last one. That's all of them. God, why did I do this? This is so stupid. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done. Actually, I want that back. Now that we have all of the paths, we can look at them because they look pretty. Why is it... Where is this one's opposite? Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait. No, no, that's right. But there should be one that's like flipped like that. Whatever. With 359 others, it really doesn't matter. Actually, let me double check that. Oh, there are only 110, which means I miscalculated somewhere, or I really screwed up, and I'm gonna go with the miscalculated because I don't want to do more of this. Next is the fun part. We added a plane, right? And we go to edit mode, and we go subdivide 10. Subdivide 10. Now we got this nice smooth boy. We can add curve modifier, curve axis, first one, longo boy. So for that one, it's not going to do much. gotta do that. 2.7, right? And then we can scale X to 5.4, right? Then we can do Shift, Shift D, and then change this one's NURBS path to this one, and make it a little longer. And then Shift D, change this one's NURBS path to this one, and make it a little longer. And this is definitely where the computer's just gonna beg me for help, and I'm gonna say, no, I can't do it. So now I'm gonna change this one's NURBS path to this one, and make it a little longer. We take with an orthographic camera from like here and square it around the plane, then we should be able to, if I do an animation, oh no, this is gonna get way overcomplicated, isn't it? So if I set this to 0, does it just go away? Yeah, it does. Okay. So if I then say set it to 10 billion, no, I'm just kidding. That wouldn't have a point. Also, 32-bit signed integer is only 2 billion. It would be infinity. Or it would clamp it. Or it would say, no, you can't do that, man. Shift D. Change its NURBS path to the next one. And you give it a whoop. I'm not really gonna do this. Oh no, I don't have to. I don't even have to, bro. I don't even. Why did I say bro? Bro. Road. What I can do. Oh no. Wait, so. If I do set its scale to like 100 or 1,000, that's 1,000. That's big. That's big, right? Then it doesn't really matter which one of these I set it to. It'll still be good. Oh, that's funny. The 50th one, which I guess is the 51st, because it's 0 based, is the one that goes right down the middle. I wonder if I can use geometry nodes for this. Because what I might be able to do is I might be able to add like another NURBS path and then set it so that depending on what frame of the animation, it changes which one of these dinguses it is. Then I can render animation, but as like just a bunch of PNGs, and then it'll perfectly give me every single one of the frickin' and my brain will stop exploding. If I'm gonna do that though, I'm gonna need to say this plane exists. I'm gonna need to move it down one, which won't matter because it's an orthographic camera. And I can give this one a new material. Right? No specular, no, or full roughness. right? And then this one's material is same thing, no specular, full roughness, right? And so it'll be like white and black. And then I can color them. I only did black for the road because that's what color asphalt is. But whatever. Actually, I could probably just set it to the road color. Road. And this is gonna be green, bright green, right? Like I'm talking full bright green. And this one hex, let's do do. Alright. And so that's what that looks like. Okay, so how do I geometry node? New geometrica nodes. No, I don't want it to be on those. I want it to add curve path, right? And then this boy. Goober. Do. So this is for 4, right? Alright, so we can use which one of these two it is, and then which one of these two it is, right? So we can do add utilities math, Boolean math equal. No, not this dingus. Compare. That's the one I need. Compare float equal. So if A, which is the frame, is equal to 1, or I need to do another math. Add another math. This is just add B to an offset. Alright. And then the result of that. So if it's 1, so then we can do some more math. So we can do some Boolean math. So if it's A or B, so if it's 1, then we want it to be off. So that's not one of the inputs. So this to be more math. We could do nor and So I can say, if it's not 1, and that needs to be, and then we need to do so say if it's 1 or 3, and then, oh wait, we need to do 2 and 4, because that means if it's 2 or 4, yeah, if it's 2 it'll do that one, or if it's 4 it'll do that one, right? So that makes it, when it's 4, it gives that one, and then add input scene time frame to both of these. So this one says if the frame is 2, then we want it to go to this one's true, and we want it to go to this one's true. And if it's 4, I'm going to do that. And then we want to do false, true, false, true. We don't need any of these. Where we're going, we don't need nodes. Actually, that was really funny, but it wasn't really funny. I'm gonna... is anyone even watching? No. Why am I talking? No one's watching. Object. Info. So we can do... Okay, so no, this destroys the entire point of having it be modular. Scene. Collection. Info. Separate children. Okay, so this is gonna sound stupid, and that's because it is. And I don't even know what it is. Okay, so we're gonna add all of these dinguses. Do I have to click every single one? No. So I have to hold down shift. We don't have to look at those anymore, right? And then this guy, this one could be this one, right? So this actually doesn't need to be here. Instances, instance, geometry, attribute, domain size, curve, instances. So like the count, the instances count. So wait, no. So we need to index how to get individual instances geometry nodes. Capture attribute. Capture attribute instance integer value index. Geometry input is this, right? Okay. So then for each instance, we want to do instances, realize instance, no, we'll do instances, instance, zero based. Alright, anyways. This gets each of the dinguses, right? And then you take these. So the offset can actually just plug that straight in, right? For this one. And then points be add. It is point count 1, right? So right now, actually, we could plug that boy in, right? And you just get a dingus, right? But right now, let's plug this dingus in. So this is points. Instance is this. And then we do add, right? And then we can actually, we can do this. Do another one over here. Same geometry, right? Same attribute. But this one, I'm going to actually add this. right? Did I just screw a bunch of things up? No. We want that to go straight there, that to go right there, right? And then this to be offset. And that's 1, right? So that adds the 2 together. Do that and that. Right. Right, so 0. Move this one down. 0 goes here. 1 goes here. And this is basically just so we can select 1 of 4, and then we can chain these together to get 1 of 8, eventually 1 of 128, but there's only 110, so that's not going to work unless we clamp it. Right? We just copy this, except change this to 2, just get offset to come down here, and sponsor today's video, and an attribute to come down here and sponsor today's video, and then geometry come down here and sponsor today's video. Imagine if I was being paid to stream this. God, that would be amazing. I could be paid to waste my time. And then 2. I can just duplicate this, right? Except to set this to 3. So this comes from attribute. This comes from offset. This comes from capture attribute. And this comes from points. And this goes to that. And we can all go and say make into group. And then and go node group. So switch 4. And then this is called offset. And this is called instances. Alright, so we need to add back in the input scene time. Frame goes into offset, right? Or wait, no, we do want this still to be offset. And then do want this still to be instances. And then we just want to do this. Nope. Just want to add like group this, right? Oop. Shift D. And then can hop in. There we go. And then we can do another one. So we could say this is add. So this one's offset is just offset. And then we can do this is 4 switch 4s. So that's 16. Oh, we're going up by 2 cubed. So, or 4, we're going up by powers of 4. Alright, so 4, 16, 64, 256. Great. Okay. So if we want to add offset and 4, right? So that's this one. Oop. Keep doing that bad. Dang it. Shifty. Said shifty. Not control D. And then 8. And then 12. And then rehook up the instances because they got disconnected because it's stupid. Oh, nope. And then there. So this one will get whatever this instance. So if the offset is 0, then it'll get 0 and then 0. If it's 1, it'll get 0. Okay, so we need to do math, but we need to do modulo. Is that an option? Modulo. So we need to do modulo 5, 4. Right, because, yeah, so 4, yeah, it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so basically if this is 0, and it'll get the first one from here, and I'll do the first one from here, right? And then if it's 1, it'll get the frick. Divide it by 4. And then we add another math floor, right? So when this is 0, 1, 2, or 3, then this will evaluate 0, 0.25, 0.5, and 0.75, which will go floor to 0. And then when it hits 4, so we need the divide and the modulo. Divide and conquer. Modulo being better than literally every other operation, like. Okay, so dang it. That unhooked up that one. Modulo offset. So when it's 0, it'll be 0, 0, 0. So it'll get the first one and spit it out. When it's 1, it'll be 1, 0.250. So it'll still be looking at this guy, and it'll get the second one. And then 2 will get the third one, and it'll get 0, so it'll be still looking at this guy's second one. And then it's 3, it's that guy's second one, and so it'll still be looking at, but when it hits 4, then do need the adds. So then when it hits 4, this one, so this goes 0 to 0 through 4. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. And then 4 will make this get an 8. So we don't actually want that. We want it to be directly in to these. Right? And so when it's 4, it'll be, we know we need to subtract, or we need so many modulos. It's not even funny anymore. So 0, 1, 2, 3, right? And then 0. And then 4 wraps it back. And will I die? 'Cause I'm only human. So when it gets to 4, this will wrap back to 0. But oh no, because this one doesn't have the modulo. It just has the divide. Because then when it gets to 4, that makes it 1, right? And so now it's looking at the second dude and its first one. And it gets to 5. Alright. Okay. Make group. Right. And then exit group. So time to make the 256 box. Can we even merge 16 of these? Shabazz Gaming, or Shabazz Games. I am currently making terrible life decisions. By that I mean I am making a giant instance switch box so that I can create a road plane thing for each and every single one of these path values, so that I can have a nice randomized-ish track for the delivery game, right? So like if the last chunk of road ended on the middle, then it'll start here and pick one of these, and then it'll go over here, and then for the next one it'll start here and pick one of these, so it goes there, so it keeps going, so you get this nice wide variety of bendy roads. But I need to get a single image of every single of this plane being deformed to every single one of these paths. So instead, I'm making geometry nodes so it'll change which of the paths it's being deformed to based on the frame of the animation, so that when I render the animation, it'll spit out one image for each frame, and each image will have it deformed to a different one, and then I get an image of each one without having to manually change it and then render it. And that is why my brain is large. But it's also kind of small, because, you know, I have to do this. Which these will switch between 16 values, and I have 16 of them hooked up to another one, so that I can switch 256 values, and there's only 110 different paths. So I think 256 is a little overkill, but in any case, hold on, wait, I can trim that, because that's like 16, 32, 48, 64, 96, wait, 64, 80, 96, 112, oh, I have to restart, 16, 32, 64, or 48, 64, 80, 96, 112. Why can't I brain 128? So, oh, that makes sense, because it's literally just half of them. See, if I could brain correctly right now, then I would have been able to do that in my head faster, which would have been very nice, because my head is being mean to me right now, and I don't like it. Wait, I don't need to make any more subnodes, because this one... Alright, so attribute or input scene collection info, separate children, and then I can go boom, 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 Um, but I should probably save this. Yeah, that's a good thing. Just give that a little save thingy. Alright. Then we need another thing. Input scene time. We give frame to the value of each of these. Then each one will give its options as oh no, wait. So, okay. So if each one's thing is 0, oh, dang it. Edit. So if each one's thing okay. So if the value is whatever the scene frame is, then when it's 0, it's that, but I need this one to be added, and I need this one to exist. So we can do is we can move this all back. Right, and then we can add utilities, math, Shift D, Shift D, Shift D, and then we can do add 4, 8, 12. Actually, we don't even need this one. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Why do I keep saying that? So this one is just whatever frame it is, and like those 4. And then this one is the next 4. And then this one is the next 4. No, they don't. Oh, God. How do I? So, if the frame is at 0, then this is 0, and that's 0. If the frame is at 200, we want to switch. So if the frame is at 200 and we want the 200th one, then oh God, I think I just have to do it. Man, you know what? This is too much. Literally too much. I'm gonna make it so that there's only 2. There's only 1. There's only. Okay, so it's just 25. 25 is easy. So just remove the middle point layer. So we can just do. We can just start over. At this point, at this point we should probably be working on the game. Which does work. And it looks terrible, and I want to change the color back to white. Where'd the car go? Car go beep beep. That's the wrong button. There we go. Oop. So we drive around. Right, and then we can yeet packages to either side. That's what I need to do. But I need to draw a package. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh look, Ace Bright's already the one that's up. New. Stew. 32. 32. I'm gonna do it like a crate. I don't know why, I just am. So let's make it like orange so that I could get a dark orange, which is literally all that brown is. It's not special. It's just dark orange. We can do this and then gray at the corners. Yeah, I do want the square, right? Or do I want? No, I want the pale, like this color, but then with low alpha, so it's transparent. Yeah, that looks like packing tape. Look, I did a packing tape. Wow. So, packing tape. Now I can just select this color, right? And that's the color of the wooden crate with the packing tape. Yeah, that's just the color of the packing tape, right? No, that looks weird. We need to make it like this color. It needs to be like that, and then like that. No, it's gotta be like that, and like that, and then the house number. So you can do like that. Why does that look blue? See, now it looks blue. But this should just be gray, right? Like, honestly, it should be the opposite of blue. But either way, let's just make it like a slightly lighter, less saturated. That too much. Too little. Too much again. There we go. Oh, yeah. And then, that looks like a package, right? That looks like a crate. Is there anyone here? No one? Alright. Crate. .png. And then we can create a new, we can create a new crate object here in Visual Studio Kodo. Um, that's why. Because I was confused why it was down here. So that it renders above the rectangle. Wow. cannot for the life of me figure out why it won't link. Okay, so I do think I'm just gonna go back to Blender, add path, edit mode, just delete this one, object, mesh plane, 1, 9.6, 9.6, 5.4, edit mode, delete, only faces, object mode, Z, NURBS path, edit mode. Whoa, there's actually someone watching, it says. Um, that's surprising. This is what we have so far. Truck go turn. Oh, I need another one. These are the road things. So the way it works is, let's say this is a start road. So then to get the next road, you see, well, it ends at 1. So we look at all of these and we pick a random one so that they all start where the last one ended. And then let's say it picks this one. So then for the next road, you look at these. And so it picks a random one. Let's say it lands on this one. So the next road, you look at these. And so you get this bendy road that always lines up. I thought it was pretty big brain. Stream resolution is very, very terrible. Anyways, we need to make a new one that's half the height because the next one needs to, because the car goes in the middle of the screen, so the next one needs the first next one needs to go halfway down, so we need a half a sprite. So I can just take 2, Control C, Control V, start.png. Start.png. And then I guess can't do this, but alright. We need to draw this here. There we go. So this is looking good. And then we can do current road sprite y minus equals dt. Can I do global int wait, no, I can do that. Let's go! We got the bendy roads! But they're kinda glitchy. I thought it meant that it included the end, and so I was giving it 0 through 2 instead of 0 through 3. I wasn't getting any of these. Now it's even harder. It's like, oh, you're going this way now. Whoa! This is ridiculous. Like you're going in the complete opposite direction. It's like all of a sudden you need to go that way. You're going here, and you're gonna turn around. Oh, no, oh, no. And then it's gonna do like a 45-degree angle. Like right out. Oh, no. This is fun on its own without even adding the packages. But, I mean, like at this pace, I'm probably gonna be able to enter it in the compo, and that needs to have the theme. And this is just driving. It would have been a way easier theme.